the rare gas that could save the world, and it's on the moon. What if I told you that the key to solving the global energy crisis is hidden on the moon? Sounds crazy, but it's true. The moon holds a resource so valuable that it's being called the fuel of the future, helium-3, a rare gas practically non-existent on Earth that could change the fate of humanity. Why is it so special? Because with it, we can generate clean, unlimited energy without radioactive waste. That means goodbye pollution, goodbye dependence on fossil fuels, goodbye nuclear disasters. And the most incredible part? Helium-3 has been deposited on the moon over billions of years by solar wind. It's there, waiting to be harvested. But there's a problem. Extracting it is an almost impossible mission. It involves sending machinery into space, operating in extreme conditions and spending billions of dollars. But the benefits, oh, they are immense. Imagine a world where we no longer worry about blackouts or high energy prices, a world where space exploration becomes easier, powered by the cleanest fuel ever discovered. The question is, who will be the first to master this technology and change the course of history? What is helium-3? Did you know there's an element in the universe that could be the key to solving Earth's energy crisis? It sounds like science fiction, but it's not. This element is called helium-3, and it's being hailed as the fuel of the future. A bird, but why is it so special? Helium-3 is a rare gas on Earth, but incredibly abundant on the moon. Yes, the moon. It has a unique property. It can be used to generate nuclear energy without producing dangerous radioactive waste. Imagine that. Clean, safe, and virtually infinite energy. So, if it's so amazing, why aren't we using it yet? The problem lies in finding it. On Earth, it's almost non-existent. However, in places like the lunar surface, where the sun continuously bombards the soil, helium-3 is present in large quantities. And there's more. Scientists are already planning missions to mine this gas on the moon. It feels like something out of a futuristic movie, but it's getting closer to becoming a reality. Now the big question is, can helium-3 really transform our planet into a society of unlimited energy? What is helium-3 used for? Did you know that a rare gas might be the answer to humanity's greatest problems? We're talking about helium-3, an element that could revolutionize the way we produce energy. But what exactly is it used for? And why are governments and scientists so obsessed with it? Imagine a power source so potent that it could supply entire cities for years without emitting pollution or creating dangerous nuclear waste. That's what helium-3 promises. It can be used as fuel in nuclear fusion reactors, a technology capable of generating absurd amounts of energy in a clean and safe way. But helium-3's uses don't stop there. It's essential in ultra-sensitive radiation sensors used to protect people from nuclear threats. In medicine, it enhances advanced imaging equipment, helping diagnose diseases more accurately. And in space technology, it's the perfect fuel for future interplanetary missions. Here's the most fascinating part. Helium-3 is almost non-existent on Earth, but is abundant on the moon. For billions of years, solar winds have bombarded the lunar surface, depositing this rare element in the soil. That's why we're seeing a new space race today, with global powers developing plans to mine this lunar gold. Think about it. A gas that could change the fate of our planet and perhaps take humanity to the stars. But do we have the technology and determination to turn this dream into reality? Or will helium-3 remain a distant fantasy? Perhaps we're closer to the answer than we imagine. Where is helium-3 found? Would you believe me if I told you the secret to saving Earth might be on the moon? Yes, while everyone looks to the sky for answers, the moon holds a treasure that could transform our future. Helium-3. On Earth, it's incredibly rare, almost non-existent. You can find tiny amounts in natural gas deposits or as a byproduct of nuclear reactions, but that's nowhere near enough to meet our needs. The moon, however, is a different story. Over billions of years, particles from solar wind laden with helium-3 have bombarded the lunar surface, accumulating in its soil. The result? A highly valuable deposit buried in lunar regolith. Countries like the USA, China, and Russia are already eyeing this resource, planning missions to explore and bring this gas back to Earth. It sounds like something out of a movie, but it's real. The next space race isn't about land or flags. It's about helium-3. Want to know why everyone is so desperate for it? Brace yourself, because the next revelation will change how you see the future of energy. Why does everyone want helium-3? Why are scientists, companies, and even governments obsessed with an invisible and nearly impossible to find gas? Because helium-3 is not just rare, it's revolutionary. Imagine an energy source so powerful it could eliminate the use of fossil fuels, end pollution, and provide clean, unlimited energy for the entire world. That's the potential of helium-3 in nuclear fusion. Unlike today's fuels, it doesn't produce toxic waste or deadly radiation. This means a future without nuclear disasters or radioactive waste that takes thousands of years to decay. But there's more. Helium-3 could make space travel more efficient and safer, serving as fuel for interplanetary missions. It's literally the fuel of the future, both here on Earth and for taking us beyond the stars. That's why countries like China and the United States are competing to explore the moon, where this gas is stored in large quantities. Whoever controls helium-3 could dominate the future of energy. Want to know how much this treasure costs? The answer will leave you speechless. How much does helium-3 cost? How much would you pay for a substance that could literally change humanity's destiny? Brace yourself, because the price of helium-3 is as extraordinary as its promises. Around $3 billion per ton. That's right, it's one of the most expensive substances on the planet. But why does it cost so much? The answer lies in its extreme rarity and the challenges of extracting it. On Earth, we can only obtain minimal amounts as a byproduct of nuclear reactors or natural gas deposits, and that's still insufficient. Now think about the moon, where tons of this material exist. Extracting it involves advanced technology, massive investments, and a new era of space exploration. Helium-3 is rare, expensive, and incredibly promising, a resource that could change not only how we produce energy, but also the future of space exploration. It's a game changer, waiting to be unlocked. Sounds like a gold mine, right? But the cost of getting there, extracting helium-3 and bringing it back is astronomical, literally. Space missions involve advanced technology, massive investments, and a high level of risk. So why insist? Because the reward is enormous. Helium-3 isn't just a valuable resource, it's a bet on the future. Whoever masters it could become the leader of a new energy era. But how exactly are we going to collect this lunar treasure? That part is even more fascinating. How to extract helium-3 on the moon. Did you know that the next big technological breakthrough could begin with the dust of the moon? Believe it or not, helium-3 is buried in the lunar soil, but extracting it isn't as simple as it sounds. The moon's soil, called regolith, has accumulated helium-3 particles over billions of years, thanks to the constant bombardment of the solar wind. But to collect it, we need to literally mine the moon. This involves heating the lunar soil to over 600 degrees Celsius to release the trapped gas. Now, imagine the complexity of this. Sending heavy machinery to the moon, operating equipment in an airless environment with extreme temperatures, and then bringing the gas back to Earth. It's a gigantic technological challenge, but not an impossible one. Countries like China, the US, and even private companies are developing ambitious projects to make this a reality. For them, the cost and risks are small compared to the prize, mastering a resource that could revolutionize the world. But is it really that simple? There are major challenges along the way, and that's what we'll explore next. What are the challenges of using helium-3? If helium-3 is so promising, why aren't we already using this marvel to save the planet? The answer is simple. The challenges are enormous. The first obstacle is the technology. Nuclear fusion with helium-3 is still a distant dream. Despite decades of research, scientists are still trying to replicate the fusion process in a stable and efficient way. It's like trying to harness the power of a star inside a laboratory. Then there's the cost. Space missions to extract helium-3 on the moon are incredibly expensive and complex. Building, launching, and operating machines in such a hostile environment requires billions in investments and flawless engineering. And even if we manage to bring it back, there's the issue of scarcity. While there's more helium-3 on the moon than on Earth, it's still not enough to meet global energy demand in the long term. Lastly, there's the geopolitical factor. Who will control this new gold rush? Countries, companies, and alliances are competing to see who will be the pioneer. This could lead to tensions and even new conflicts. Helium-3 is an incredible promise, but also a reminder that the future of energy won't be achieved without overcoming significant hurdles. What do you think? Are we ready to face this challenge? How can helium-3 transform the future of humanity? What if I told you that a single element could end the world's energy hunger and take humanity beyond the stars? That's the true power of helium-3. Imagine a world with no blackouts, where clean and affordable energy is available to everyone. Helium-3 could turn this vision into reality. When used in nuclear fusion reactors, it can generate enough energy to power entire cities without releasing pollutants or dangerous waste. But helium-3 wouldn't just benefit the planet, it would also open the doors to large-scale space exploration. Helium-3-powered spacecraft could travel farther, faster, and more safely, making the dream of colonizing other planets finally possible. And it doesn't stop there. The global economy would be transformed. Countries that master this technology would become energy superpowers, reducing dependence on fossil fuels and ushering in a new era of sustainability. But the real question is, are we prepared to deal with the consequences of this revolution? Helium-3 could save the world, but like any great discovery, it could also become a powerful weapon in the wrong hands. Curious to learn more about helium-3 and how it can transform our future? Don't miss out on this discussion shaping humanity's next era. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Leave your comment below. Do you believe helium-3 can save the world? Or do you think it's still a distant dream? Let's debate and share this video with your friends. The more people know about this revolution, the closer we'll be to a better future. Let's embark on this journey together.